Hey, hope you guys are doing well. This is Faiza and welcome back to my new video. In this video, I'm going to be talking all about clogged pores, how they come about, what you should be doing to avoid them, and if you do get them, what you should be doing after that. So these are all the questions I'll be answering the next few moments. So if you guys want to know or learn more about clogged pores, then keep on watching. Begin with the very first question. What are clogged pores? So those are actually pores that have dead skin cells piling within them, and once they pile up enough, they will lead to having blackheads, whiteheads, acne and whatnot. So it's quite common, let's just say, in everyone. I have not come across a person that says who don't have clogged pores. Your skin, it doesn't matter if you have dry skin or oily skin, your skin is always producing oil and sebum. And if you don't take care of your skin regularly, if you don't have a skincare routine, this will lead to having, again, clogged pores. And this will just add up over time, and sometimes they clog up so much they end up becoming very much visible on your face. Everyone can get clogged pores if they don't take care of your skin properly. Again, you're always producing oil. If you have oilier skin, then you'll be producing more oil. If you have dry skin, you'll be producing less oil, but again, you are always producing oil. I have a skincare routine where I use about 5 to 6 products every night and in the morning. And a lot of you guys might be saying that that's a lot of products, or I'm just marketing it out here because I just want to market the products. No, it's not that. I use those products because I want to avoid, I want to tackle any skin concerns that I have, and I want to avoid having clogged pores because, again, if they clog up, you don't want to be like 40 plus, and you don't want to have like big spaces or big visible pores showing up on your skin. That looks really bad. So I want to take care of my skin now. Let's dive into the skincare routine first. First thing first, the first thing that you should be using is cleansers. So cleansers is one of the main keys to removing any dirt, bacteria from your face, because your face is exposed to the outdoor environment every day, and it comes across so many factors that you just want to make sure that you take care of it by the end of the day. Using cleanser is good. I always do double cleansing. I always start with the oil cleanser, and then I will move on to a regular cleanser, and I use a cream cleanser. So the very first thing you should do is always have a skincare routine. Always use cleanser because you're removing everything away, but that's where that don't come in. Don't overuse the cleanser, and I say that because I used to be the one who used to overuse it. I was actually one of those people who would like over cleanse my face, and it would end up drying up. So what happens when your skin dries up is that, again, you'll end up having clogged pores, because when your skin is dry, it's sending signals to your brain that your skin should be producing more oil, and once it produces more oil, it will end up having clogged pores. And I get it, guys, it happens. Like, it used to happen to me a lot. I used to use a cleanser more than once. The reason is that I would wear makeup, and when I would take it off, I felt like there was still some residue there, so I would apply it over and over again, and that would lead to my skin being very dry. But ever since I started doing double cleansing, meaning I started with an oil cleanser and then a regular cleanser, and I didn't actually have to go to using the cleanser again, because the oil cleanser pretty much breaks everything down, and then it just removes everything, and then the second step will be the regular cleanser, which will remove everything else for you. But there are times where I feel like the makeup is still not off, and when that happens, guys, the first thing you should do is don't use a cleanser again, because if you're gonna use it over and over again, you're drying up your skin, which is, again, gonna produce more and more oil, which you want to avoid. You can look into using micellar water. I use a lot of micellar water nowadays as well. Guys, you should always have a double cleansing routine, not because you have to, but because if you want to remove any type of bacteria, dirt from your face, that will be it. If you wear makeup, then you definitely have to do a double cleansing routine. But even if you don't wear makeup, it's good to just have a double cleansing routine, because it will remove everything for you. And again, guys, you don't want to over cleanse your face. If you think there's still makeup on your face, go with like a micellar water. The thing about micellar water is that it's hydrating, and it will literally just take care of the skin for you. It will just hydrate your face, and it won't dry it up. The next product that I want to talk about would be an exfoliator, and I talk about the exfoliator a lot because I do think that exfoliating should be regular in your skincare routine. When I say regular, I'm not saying every day, but you should be exfoliating every 2-3 days. And the reason why you shouldn't do it every day is because if you're doing it every day, you can irritate or cause redness or any type of inflammation to your skin, and you don't want to do that every day. it will help you unclog pores if you have any, and it will make sure that it's removing all of the dead skin cells from your skin or from the outer surface of your skin. If you're exfoliating every day, guys, remember that you're stripping the natural oils from your face, which will lead to producing more and more oil, and that's when you can get clogged pores again. So the reason why a lot of people get clogged pores is because they don't take care of their skin on a daily basis, and because they are drying up their skin way too much, which is sending signals to your brain to produce more and more oil. So when there's more oil, it will eventually lead to clogged pores. Guys, there is a such thing as over exfoliating, which you should never do, but there is no such thing as over hydrating. When it comes to hydrating your skin, guys, it depends on external and internal factors. When I say internal, that means whatever you're taking on the inside will have an impact on the outside. So always drink enough water. And I can't emphasize on that enough, because if you drink more water, it will show on your skin. You will feel better, you will feel good, and it will show as if your skin is hydrated. Also, just stay away from oily, greasy stuff, because if you're having a lot of sugar, if you're having a lot of greasy food, if you're having a lot of fried food, again, it will show on your skin, and that's what you should try to avoid as well. And when it comes to external factors, just such as taking care of your skin, always use moisturizer on a daily basis. Every time I put on makeup, I always apply moisturizer, even though I've applied moisturizer in the morning. But if I'm applying on makeup during the day, I will put on the moisturizer again, because I want to make sure that my skin is fully hydrated before I clog my pores with makeup. That's what it is, right? You guys have to make sure that your skin is always hydrated. And the reason why you should be hydrating is obvious. The more hydrated your skin is, the better. If your skin dries up, it will produce more oil, which will lead to clogged pores. So that's something that you wanna avoid, guys. And next thing, guys, I know I have done that. You guys, I'm pretty sure you guys would have done that as well. But when you have breakouts, if you're getting acne, don't ever pop your pimples. So don't ever do that again. I've done that in the past, and that led to me having scarred face, or just scars on that area, and they took forever to go away, and I still have some of them. If I'm wearing makeup right now, but if I was to take it off, I think I would still be able to see some of them. The second thing is that you're transferring bacteria from your fingers to that area, and you're not only popping the pimples, but you're actually transferring bacteria, which is gonna deepen the pores. I know it's something that you guys want to do. I mean, it's just there itching you, like, I gotta pop it, it's just there, it's just bothering me, I don't want to pop it, or whatever the case is. Just don't pop the pimple, guys. I'm telling you, you're gonna scar your face, and you're gonna deepen those pores even more. So always avoid that. So the next thing is that whenever you buy any products, because skincare market is huge nowadays, whenever you're buying anything, do your research, guys, and buy products based on your skin type. I mean, I can't emphasize on this enough. I once ended up getting this cleanser for acne. I don't have a lot of acne, guys. I get it like I'm gonna say I have combination skin, so I get it like here and there, but not a lot of times. And I ended up getting this cleanser, so I'm like, I'm gonna try it, and it was for acne, and it ended up drying my face so much that I'm just like, okay, that's bad. I never ever gonna use this again. And same goes for serums. You should buy skin serums based on the concerns that your skin has. There are a lot of serums out there. They're targeting hyperpigmentation, they're targeting acne, they're targeting wrinkles. There's so many out there. I don't think I need anything to do with like wrinkles, or I don't have a lot of acne, so I don't think I need that, but I do know that I suffer from hyperpigmentation, so I want to avoid something that will not work for me. So make sure, guys, always do your research, and always look into the ingredients that you should not be using. And guys, if you have breakouts, if you are suffering from a lot of acne, sometimes you just need to give your skin a break from makeup. If you're wearing makeup every day, and if you're breaking out a lot, give your skin some area to breathe, guys, because look at it this way. Your skin is always breathing air, it's always taking it in, but if you're wearing makeup, if you're wearing foundation, you're always stopping it from breathing. I mean, I guess that's a good way of saying it. You're not letting your skin breathe enough, right? And if you're getting a lot of acne, you're getting a lot of breakouts, don't wear anything for a day. And the most, if you really want to wear something, just go ahead and apply concealers to the concerned areas, and that's it. Don't wear anything, well, don't wear a lot of foundation, because if you're wearing a lot of foundation, guys, you're clogging pores and you're just making that area worse. So again, if you do need to do something, wear a concealer instead, but don't go for the full coverage foundation because that will not do any good in the long term, guys. So this part I wanted to leave it for the last, is getting a facial just to extract pores, or just to extract dead skin cells from the pores. And when it comes to doing facial, guys, unless you know what you're doing, so don't ever try at-home facials. I will never recommend them, especially if they require you using an extraction tool. I have tried doing that, like I'm gonna say that was like 8-9 years ago. I ended up damaging that part of my skin because it left this significant scar. But I mean, it went away, but I feel like it got darker over time. So don't ever do that. The reason why I'm saying that is because these tools, they're made for professionals. I mean, you can do them at home too, but if you're not using it right, you're actually making it worse. So those tools, I think I think it's called a extraction tool. It has this hole at the very top, and then you put the hole where the pore is, and you just push on it. But if you push on it hard enough and if nothing comes out, that means that area is not ready, that pore is not ready to come out. But if you keep pushing it, to an extent that it gets damaged, then that's where you're doing it wrong, right? So I will always recommend that if you're not sure what you're doing, always go seek a professional and get it done by them first, and which will give you a better idea, and then try doing it at home. There are a lot of videos on YouTube out here, but I don't think the videos have helped me in the past, because I feel like when I watch some videos, they actually made my concerns worse. So guys, be careful when you're doing any of this when it comes to unclogging pores, and if you're using any type of extraction tools, just be very careful. And unless you know what you're doing, don't ever try them at home, guys. That's just my recommendation. And always seek a professional, get it done by them, and ask them questions. If you guys have any questions, ask them. And there's no such thing as a stupid question, because if you're new, if you don't understand something, you can always ask. And if they're willing enough, if they are understanding enough, then they'll answer it for you. If not, then just move on, I guess, right? But always know what you're doing before you just like throw it on yourself. So guys, if you do get clogged pores, here's how you should be dealing with them. Very first thing that I'm going to recommend to you guys is using biostrips, and I've been using those for as long as I can remember. I think I've been using them since high school days. I used to have these really big visible blackheads on my nose, and they looked really, well, to me they looked pretty disgusting. So I looked into it and ended up getting those biostrips, and they've been lifesavers for me since then. And I do them I'm gonna say every 2 months, and really I just apply it here. I don't have a lot of, like, let's just say blackheads here or here, but a lot of my hair, nose area, or let's just say the T-zone, I always apply it here, and I don't have to do it for like another 2 months. And that's literally it, right? And they have always helped me. So the second method that I just have started doing, like just less than a year ago, is started using Derma Roller. Guys, I started using it because I heard that it was really good for hyperpigmentation. It was gonna even my skin tone out. So what it does is actually it's a roller that has like hundreds of needles on it, and you just roll it back and forth on your face, and you're just puncturing holes. And I only do 0.25, which is like the smallest needle. You can go higher if you're more experienced. What it does is just pokes hole in your skin, and when it does that, it lets your skin heal by itself. Or that is also good for minimizing pores. I started using it for hyperpigmentation, and Derma Roller actually worked really well for unclogging pores as well, guys, because it's poking holes in your skin. It's actually leveling everything out. And the third tip, or the third method, is that I've only done it 2-3 times. I haven't done it a lot, but I think I should be doing it more, is using a charcoal mask, or even a mud mask. But I heard charcoal mask works better. The reason is that once you apply any type of mask, think of it this way: it kind of dries up on your skin and it gets stuck on your skin. So when you're removing it, you're actually, let's just say, when you're removing the dry mask from your skin, you're just removing any type of holes or any type of pores that are clogged in as well. So it's actually a good way of unclogging pores as well. Charcoal mask works better than mud mask, as per my research, and I've tried it as well, and I know it does, because once you're actually taking it off, it actually feels very stingy. That means something's happening, meaning it feels really good, means something's coming off. That's why it's feeling really stingy. and that's actually a really good way of unclogging pores as well. And I've already touched on exfoliating. Exfoliating is actually one of the best ways to actually unclog any pores. I actually touched on that as part of the skincare routine. But you should always be exfoliating 2-3 times a day. It will actually unclog all your pores, and it will just leave your skin feeling fresh and nice. So always look exfoliate, guys. You have no idea how much dead skin you're getting rid of every 2-3 days. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Make sure to also check out my Instagram. I do a lot of videos based on skincare, makeup, and I do a lot of fashion on Instagram. If you guys want to check that out, again, everything's in the description box below. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys want to see more of these videos, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Bye.